1 second, boys. It's going to be break 560. Going to be a Bowman draft mixer. I already know I need to grab top loaders. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Get your autograph guesses in if you want them to earn some Charm City points, which I am working diligently, especially once I get this shipping all the way down to... Oh, that's always convenient. Once I get the shipping all the way done to update, so I know people have been asking about it. Sorry, I had to go all the way upstairs because my wife was using them as a footrest. All right. Let's go. Sorry about that. We'll have a good break here now. Got a feeling with the weight of these light boxes are going to be good. I think the super jumbos are always good. We got my man Calrican Jr. here. Oh man, the camera's not even angled properly. Here we go. I was wondering, I was like, I'm missing something in front of me, and it's the camera. Anyways, got my man Calrican Jr. here. Project 2020 Charm City. Ben Baller to the card. Anybody that's new, I apologize for all that delay. Just got caught up helping with stuff and eating. I made the mistake of not consulting whenever my daughter's supposed to eat, so I apologize for that. We'll start with 2 light boxes, and we'll do a super jumbo, and then we will do 2 more light boxes and finish with a super jumbo. Good luck to everybody in the break. Team list on the left, overhead camera's up right hand corner. I've seen a light box opened. I have not personally opened any. If anybody wants any personals on light boxes, please let me know. I'm more than happy to run a personal. I don't know what exact. I can't remember exactly what they're retailing for, but it'll be probably be a little bit less than that, to be honest. Let's get rolling here. We got Mendez to start us off, Ryan Reckley, Jonathan Clase, Jordan Beck, Eric Hernandez on the refractor, and a William Kempner for the Giants on the black and white. So the first black and white's going to the Giants. And Joe went on the William Kempner. Okay, so I had the same conversation in private with Tom Scarberry about Brock Purdy. And the reason why Brock Purdy was such a late pick is he has a really long release. Even when you watch him throw, it's a super long release. We got Vaquero, 139 out of 199. And he has decent arm strength, but it's not great arm strength. So that's why he was drafted so late. Is really they were just worried about his release, and it's still elongated. I mean, it's not like he has a super quick release, so they were worried that against NFL coverages he wouldn't be able to make the quick throws that he needs to, but he makes a lot of quick decisions and seems to read defenses pretty well. We got Ellie De La Cruz, Juan Bin Cho, Kobe Mayo, Reggie Crawford, and Dustin Harris. But that was like his biggest knock coming out of college. Otherwise, he probably would have been at least drafted a little bit higher. He wouldn't have been like a first-round pick or anything. He just doesn't have the raw talent to be that high of a pick. We have Owen Murphy, Mesa, Jonathan Cannon, Reeling, Jordan Walker on the refractor, and Jack Brannigan on the black and white. Lava. But yeah, I mean, Purdy does seem to be a guy that, like I said, makes some good decisions. If he can switch his arm mechanics just a little bit to have a little bit quicker release, he'll be really, really good. We have Brenner Cox, Brady House, Brandon Barrera, Mason Barnett, and Gavin Cross. And then we have a Connor Prelip for the Twins. If the National Treasure and that mixer do fill up, I'll break it as long as it fills before 11:30. I'm not trying to double check payments at like 1:30 in the morning. We have Denzer Guzman for the Angels. That's the big. So that's my real concern about him being good on another team is that he has like their offensive weapons are just ridiculous. I have Eric Hernandez, Connor Prelip, Christopher Pasiola. It's a nice Nazir Mule. We have Christopher Pasiola for the Cubs on the refractor, and then we're going to have the Mule on the True Blue, 111 out of 150. Possible two-way player going to the Cubbies in Travis. Not Travis's first break, but he's taken a long hiatus since his last break in the group, so relatively new guy. Appreciate you getting in some of the breaks, Travis. I think one of the groups my size dissolved into another group, so I think that's why we've had some uptick on top of the shout-outs, which I really appreciate. We got Eric Brown Jr., Cole Young for the Mariners, Anthony Volpe. Have Kevin Parada on the Bowman draft night, Ben Joyce on the refractor. Hayden Dunhurst, Zach Neto, Ben Joyce, Matt McLean for the Reds, and Alvarez for the Braves. There has been some talk about Alvarez maybe being a little bit better than what his draft selection was. I have Matt McLean, Ryan Ritter, Eric Brown Jr. for the Brewers on the Sky Blue. Going to Joe Westland in his first break. Welcome to the group and congratulations on the hit. We have the Red Sox, Yasser Mercedes, just the wrong product. Nazir Mule again on the black and white to the Cubs. Like I said, possible two-way player, but he has an absolute cannon from my understanding. Let's see if it says how hard he throws. It doesn't. I know he's a fourth rounder, but a high schooler that has a lot of like super athletic, throws really, really hard. We have Harrington, Samuel Savala, Vera, Jace Jung, and Hayden Dunhurst on the refractor. Nate Furman, Wilman Diaz, Hernandez, Jake Bennett and Elijah Green, and Caden Wallace. Nice black and white. Both hits for the Royals and Corey. Caden Wallace is the third prospect in the Royals organization. Him and Gavin Cross were the first 2 picks for the Royals, and they're 2 and 3 in their organization for prospects. So I would say they did okay in the draft. Slide these to the side. Second light box. There is a slight autograph chance in the light boxes, no guarantees. I was thinking taking a slight break from traditional Bowman and maybe doing a prospect mixer tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be pick your team or random teams, but get some Leaf in there, some Panini. We'll have some. I'll have some Bowman draft. Maybe a Bowman Chrome, like a Bowman, some light boxes from Bowman Chrome and Bowman Draft. We have Palmquist, Reggie Crawford, Palette, Anthony Gutierrez on the Invicta, and Jared McKenzie. I don't know if there's interest in that or if I should just stick to Bowman Draft, but figured mix it up a little bit. I'm sure Rob Gervin's dying for some a mixer like that. I do have a Leaf product. It's a Perfect Game Baseball, I think, that came out like earlier this month, and it has some of the guys like we got Ryan Reckley here, 181 out of 499. It has some of the guys that were drafted that aren't in Bowman Draft, like Drew Jones signed, as well as Crawford's son that got drafted by the Phillies. We have Mason Wynn, Shaylin Polanco, Max Muncy, Heir Apparent Cutter Coffee, and Verdugo. Black and white Anthony Gutierrez for the Rangers. It had Jackson Holiday signed. It's like it's like 60 of the top prospects, and I think it's all high school kids. I don't think it's any of the college guys. We got Nick Biddison, Jay Allen, Roderick Arias, Jose Ramos, Andrew Pintar on the refractor. We got DeLauder, Willie Vasquez, Colton Cowser, Cade Horton, Passiola, and Ezekiel Tavar. We have Jackson Chur in the black and white. Right guy, wrong product for the Brewers. We have Roberto Campos, Jet Williams, Drew Thorpe, Jacob Miller on the Bowman Draft Night, and another mule. One of the Cubs on the refractor. George Valera, Sprinkle, Gavin Cross, Yiddy Capet, and Brooks Lee on the refractor going to the Twins. And Corey Harding. We have Emmanuel Rodriguez on the black and white. Um, I think he's an older brother that's in the Ranger system. I don't know if he's a guy that's living off his brother's name because his brother is Josh Jung, who's was a top prospect, very good ball player in his own right, or if he's actually better than his brother. I'm not sure. We have Christian Hernandez, Robert Moore, Drew Gilbert again on the heir apparent, and Parker Messick. When it comes to prospecting him, I think because he's in the Tigers organization and they are not great, that there's a chance he can get sped through the pipeline if he plays well, which is always nice. And they are switching the dimensions at Comerica, which I've been complaining about the last month and a half about how guys like Spencer Torkelson don't have guys like Spencer Torkelson don't have a real chance to be power guys because the field's so damn big. We got Pedro Pineda, Edison Polino, but I think they're pulling all the walls, and we got Sal Stewart, Jet Williams for the Mets, and that's going to be a teal lava going to Josh King in the Mets. On the lava, we'll put him up actually. Zach Veen, one of the top prospects by the Rockies. I do think the Rockies have a way better Landon Sims here for the Diamondbacks on the black and white. I do think the Rockies have a way better farm system than people maybe give them credit for. I just don't know the Rockies will ever be competitive because they're the Rockies. But they seem to have a really good farm system in place, so we'll see. I have Sonny DiChiara, Yerlin Confidant, Kumar Rocker on the Bowman draft, Prelip and Lee, and Hunter Barco. Get in the last pack of the second light box, and we'll roll into a super jumbo. Have Dylan Lesko, Fernandez, Ricardo Cabrera. Speaking of Jace Jung, Sky Blue Chrome going to Gabe. And then we got Joe Lamp. This has some print line fodder there for the Guardians on the refractor. And last but not least, Victor Acosta on the black and white. What I will say, though, I do think Tamar Johnson a little bit expensive because he's a top 5 pick. But I think if he stays at second base with his power, I do think he could be a big-time second baseman when it comes to all-star voting and getting accolades at the second base position. Because there's not a lot of power hitting second baseman. And that's not just because I'm a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. That's legitimately just because how second base is set up. There's not a ton of power guys there. So there's a big window opportunity for him to be if you're hitting 30 home runs as a second baseman, you're probably automatically the Silver Slugger, and I think he does have 30 home run potential. But second basemen also don't sell as well as center fielders and shortstops when it comes to sports cards. So it's one of those things I do think he'll be a very good ball player. Just I don't know what his overall card value will be. So that's a big thing too. Is you have to remember a lot of these guys come out as shortstops that are big chases. But even for the Red Sox right now, Marcelo Mayer will probably end up being the shortstop. So what's the kid that's in this box? Mikey Ramiro. What's he doing? Is he going to be a shortstop? They're going to move him to third base? What is their thoughts behind where he goes when he gets to the big boy club? Because they also have signed Devers for ever. So what happens to a guy like Blaze Jordan, who was the big chase in Bowman 2020 and Bowman 2021? What happens to him? I mean, is he going to just go play first base now? We got Cade Horton and Christopher Pasiola. I have Verdugo, Elijah Green, Nick York, Landon Sims, Anthony Gutierrez, Alex Freeland, Huggins, Marcy, Alcantar, Jerpe, DeAndrade, Tamar Johnson, Bernabel, Lamar King Jr., Robert Hassel, Cermak. Got Jackson Holiday on a Bowman draft night. Kevin Parada on the refractor, Dustin Harris, Jose Ramos, and Jose Salas. Yeah, but you have to have a team that's built of just shortstops, and you have to have a guy that like Tatis that's athletic enough to go in the outfield. I mean, that's the biggest reason they're doing it. If you consider Machado a shortstop, he's really not. Cronenworth was always a utility guy, even in college. He didn't really play shortstop, even though I think he drafted as a shortstop. And honestly, Kim's probably their best defensive shortstop on the team, but I'm sure they'll figure out he'll just utility around in the infield for the time being that he is such a good defensive fielder. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, where I guess you could just have a bunch of athletes and go from there, but I don't know if that's always the best strategy. Nathan talks about Jace Jung and just keeps getting cards for Gabe because of it. We got 87 out of 199 on the teal paper. Going to the Tigers and Gabe. Got Chase Delauder on the heir apparent. Tanner Schwabel, Hubbard, Trey Sweeney, Michael Kennedy, Alan Serta, Noah Schultz, Rain Doncon, Chandler Simpson, DeJesus, Bryson Motts, Burkhalter, Harry Ford, Henry Williams, Curtis Meade, Angel Martinez, Eddie's Leonard, Justin Boyd on the refractor, Anthony Volpe, Brian Acuna, Chase Medroth, and we're going to have an Ignacio Alvarez, 167 out of 499 going to the Braves. And that's going to Greg Wolf on the Ignacio Alvarez. So congrats to Greg on the first autograph in the break. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Padres were doing with signing Bogarts, to be honest. Only because they can't. I mean, he's nowhere near the fielder that Manny Machado is. Even if like when he got older, if you wanted to move him to third base, I guess he might be a good enough hitter to DH. Maybe have him play second base at some point. We got Troy Melton and Jace Jung, Alex Hernandez, Dalton Rushing, Mejia, Cole Young, Hernandez, Furman, Vera, Thomas Harrington, Pallett, Palmquist, Fernandez, Confidant, Sal Stewart, Pedro Pineda, Robert Moore, Yiddy Capay. We got Jet Williams on the Invicta. Box of Mosaic Choice, not a box, a case is behind me and slid down and was like blocking me. And we got Drew Thorpe. Sorry, but I'm going to stop and turn around for a second. We got Mendez, Mazur, and Jonathan Clase. What's the Jaguars and Chargers game looking like? We got Reggie Crawford on the 155 out of 250 on the purple. Going to the Giants and Joe Went. Nice Reggie Crawford hit there. Got heir apparent Kumar Rocker, Jackson Cox, Henry Davis, Kempner, Guzman, Vasquez, Rincones, Alex McFarlane, Bolt, Marco Luciano, Jet Williams, Colton Cowser, Chase Delauder, Arias, Biddison, Polanco, and we have a purple Kevin Parada. Be the true purple, 228 out of 250 going to the Mets. The Mets belong to Josh King. Willie Vasquez on the refractor. Trace Gonzalez. Roberto Campos. Kyle Manzardo. And we're going to have a Sterling Thompson for the Rockies. Man, I didn't think it would be a blowout. Going to Nick Cote. And the Rockies. Into pack number 3, we got Quinn Priester and Henry Davis, Jordan Beck, Ryan Reckley, Trey Lipscomb, Melton, Jacob Miller, Cole Phillips, Sedan Raffaella, Michael Knorr, Artiga, Nate Savino, Josh Kasevich, Jason Churio, Andrew Pintar, Rodriguez, Victor Acosta, Jackson Churio, Bowman Draft Night, Zach Neto. And we have Samuel Munoz, Luis Mesa, J.R. Ritchie. Oh, this is just poorly cut. I was like, there's a card behind there. Nope, this is actually just really off center. That's bad for the Braves and Reeling. Well, I know the first interception wasn't really his. I mean, I guess it is because he got tipped, but it was a tipped ball, not like a terrible pass. I saw that, but are the picks bad, or are they just like dropped balls, tipped balls? We have Yasser Mercedes for the Twins, going to be an 82 out of 499 on the sky blue. Going to the Twins and Corey Harding. Yeah, Jace Jung on the heir apparent, Matt McLean, Zach Neto, Passiola, Eric Hernandez, Brenner Cox, Jonathan Cannon, Owen Murphy, Cho, Jordan Sprinkle, Joshua Baez, Jacob M., Zobak, James Wood, Pete Hansen, Jackson Jobe. Going to have the Jordan Sprinkle on the speckle, going to the White Sox. Going to Matt Lanier. Just popped in the break, too. We have Clark Elliott, Ellie De La Cruz, Trevor Martin, Kobe Mayo, and behind him we have a gold, Brenner Cox. So all the Nationals is hoping for Elijah Green, but a 26 out of 50, Brenner Cox going to the Nats. That's going to John Cullison in the Nationals. Three packs in so far in the Super. Still have a ways. Only 2 packs to go. Super, but anything can change very quickly to your fortunes in Bowman. That's the lovely thing about Bowman, is it just takes one card. You get a lot of cards, but it just takes one to change your whole break. You can say that about any break, but I think Bowman's even more so because there's just so many abundance of other cards you get. We have Prelip and Lee, Jordan Walker, Morabel, Colson Montgomery, Jackson Holiday, Yvonne Melendez, Bennett, Anthony Hall, Amador, Rojas, Keegan, Kuva, Justin Campbell, Blaze Jordan, Kumar Rocker, Acuna, Crooks III, Elijah Green on the Bowman Draft Night, We have Jason Dominguez, Wilman Diaz, Logan Tanner, and Eric Brown Jr. for the Brewers. You got Owen Murphy on the 19 out of 99 on the green. Going to the Braves and Greg Wolf. Nice hit there. He's a first-round pick. I'm still back to, are the picks his fault, or are they just like Elijah Green in the Nationals, Edison Polino? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter in the long run. We got Drew Gilbert, Hernandez, Gavin Cross. Even if they're not his fault, people are going to just be like, he threw 4 picks. Valera, Caden Wallace, Yasser Mercedes, Clase, Mendez, Manzardo, Trace Gonzalez, Salas, Barria, Vaquero, Cade Horton, Marcelo Mayer on the refractor, Savala, Mickey Ramiro, Jace Jung on the refractor, and a Judd Fabian. One of the Orioles. Orioles belong to Corey Harding. On the O's. I was more talking about the first 3, but if it's still the first half, man, I guess if they get up by like 30 points, the Jags aren't going to come back, but they can get it to within like 21 before halftime. There's always a chance. I mean, the Chargers coach is not the smartest coach. I mean, he's playing his starters last week for no reason, so... He would probably pull the good old Kyle Shanahan and still be running pass plays when you're up 28-3 in the Super Bowl type of coach. So, still a chance. We have Jacob M. and Eric Brown Jr., Jose Ramos, Jay Allen, Max Muncy, Mason Wynn, Reggie Crawford, Ricardo Cabrera, Lesko, DiChiara. We got Ben Joyce, Dunhurst, Prelip, Brady House, Reeling. Have Mesa, Kobe Mayo, Ellie De La Cruz, Oscar Colas on the Invicta. I have Colson Montgomery and Norge Vera on the 48 out of 99 going to the White Sox. And Matt Lanier on the Blackjack. He's also getting Oscar Colas and Invicta. Ezekiel Tavar, Ben Joyce, Sean McLean, and Ryan Ritter. To the last pack of this Super Jumbo. Gabriel Hughes for the Rockies, 83 out of 499. Going to Nick Coty. And we have Cutter Coffee, Munoz, Clark Elliott, Martin Mazur, Benny Montgomery, Drew Thorpe, Roberto Campos, Willie Vasquez, Dustin Harris, Meadroth, Volpe, Brown Jr., Diaz, Jace Jung, Samuel Savala, Ryan Ritter, Jason Dominguez, Khalil Watson, Joe Lamp, Hayden Dunhurst, and behind him we're going to get ourselves a teal, Jet Williams, 14 out of 199 on the teal lava, going to Josh King. That is the 14th overall pick, Jet Williams for the Mets. Signed a little high on this card. Otherwise, the card looks pretty gorgeous to me just on camera. I mean, further inspection could show something else, but looks like a really nice card. So nice hit there for Josh to end the Super Jumbo. Let's get into 2 more light boxes and we'll get back to a Super Jumbo. I have Eddie's Leonard, McLean, Angel Martinez, Marcelo Mayer, and Cutter Coffee. And then we're going to have Carson Milbrandt on the black and white going to the Marlins. Going to Mike Snyder in his first break. So welcome to the group, Mike. Appreciate you getting in a break. Jordan Beck for the Rockies, 388 out of 499 on the sky blue paper. Going to Nick. The Rockies are having some sneaky hits too. We got Curtis Mead, Mikey Ramiro, Jackson Holland, and Bowman draft night, Gavin Cross, and Trace Gonzalez for the Pirates on the refractor. Thomas Harrington for the Pirates on the black and white. Going to Travis. Henry Williams, Jason Dominguez, Harry Ford, and we got a Brooks Lee for the Twins with Nick York behind him on the yellow lava. Going to Corey Harding and the Twins. $60 out of 75. Nice hit there. We'll actually put him in the back row for right now. I guess we should fill out the other baseball breaks. I got a football game to watch after this. We got Kevin Parada, Jimmy Crooks III, Simone Juan, Jet Williams, and Kyle Manzardo. So it sounds like we should fill up that half case of Pristine and half case of Topps Chrome Black with the NT, since ain't no football for me to watch. The game's already a blowout by the time I'm done with this. I was hoping to be a competitive football game, but doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. I am going to pull this right away only because I saw his hand on the Elijah Green refractor. Point on me to keep flipping through cards. We have Acuna, Cutter Coffee, Kumar Rocker, and Marco Luciano. With a Matt McLean for the Reds on the black and white. I hope everybody's had a good start to their weekend, unless I guess you're a Jags fan or a Seahawks fan, and you probably haven't had the best start to the weekend. And yeah, we have Mason Barnett, Blaze Jordan, I have Kyle Manzardo, Jackson Holiday on the Bowman draft night, and Blaze Jordan. I mean, it could still end up being close-ish. I mean, it's not going to be close, though, that's for sure. We have Noel, Mendez, Drew Baker, Barnett and Gavin Cross, Jacob Melton on the refractor, and Yordani De Los Santos for the Pirates. Going to Travis on the black and white. Jonathan Clase, Artiga, Ellie De La Cruz, and a Gavin Cross on the mood rings with Mendez for the Brewers as the last card. Nice card here for the Royals. And that's going to Corey Harding on the Gavin Cross mood ring. That probably needs to go where Brannigan's at. We have Logan Tanner, Burkhalter, Justin Boyd, Vera and Colson Montgomery, and a Kumar Rocker refractor going to the Rangers. Rangers are JJ. Yeah, it probably won't be within 3 points unless like I said, unless the Chargers just completely collapse. Have Mott, Ryan Acuna, De Jesus, got Drew Baker on the sky blue, Mason Barnett on the refractor. Drew Baker's going to the Rays. Have Robbie Snelling to the Padres on the black and white. That's going to Michael Toe. His first break. That is that light box. Let's get into the final light box out of 4. Jordan Beck, Ryan Ritter, Jacob Marcy, Tamar Johnson on the Invicta, and Dominic Keegan on the refractor. Tamar Invicta going to Travis. A black and white Carson Williams. Almost like they just took a retail pack and just inserted the Rays in there. We got Juan Bin Cho, Mendez, Zavala, Brooks Lee, and Noah Schultz on the refractor. Got Huggins, Clase, Owen Murphy, Jace Jung, and Rojas. Oh, looks like we're going to get a green. That's always nice. Got Eric Hernandez on the black and white. Going to the White Sox. And Matt Lanier. Jonathan Cannon, Wilman Diaz. Tristan Reeling going to the Yankees. On the true green. That's Michael Becker. On the 27 out of 99 for the Yankees. I have Jacob M. and Eric Brown Jr. on the blackjack and Alan Serta. So what's the score then? 31-0. Got Brenner Cox, Eric Brown Jr., Eric Hernandez, Brandon Barrera, and Cade Horton, first round pick for the Cubs on the refractor. Yikes. It ain't going to be that close. That should be insurmountable, to be honest. Got a nice hit for the Angels on the Zach Neto black and white going to Corey Harding. We have Michael Knorr, Kobe Mayo, Rafaela Mesa, and Verdugo on the refractor. I have Cole Phillips, Reeling, Jacob Miller, Dylan Beavers on the heir apparent, and Justin Campbell. Gabriel Hughes, also a first-round pick. Rockies. Black and white and Nick. Got Brady House, Troy Melton, Prelip, Dan Arcuva on the light blue chrome. And the Rockies. $27-0. What a shit show. I honestly thought the Jags were gonna win too, to be frank. Got Lipscomb, Hayden Dunhurst, Zach Neto, Justin Campbell and Chase DeLauder, and Daniel Kuva. Last pack of lights. It's going to get Colton Cowser, 5 out of 50. Going to the Orioles. And Corey Harding. Gold paper. Christopher Pasiola for the Cubs. Be Travis for the Cubbies. Got Ryan Reckley, Ben Joyce, Jackson Cox, Manzardo, Don Kahn, and just the paper. Wrap us up on the last light hobby box. Can roll into the super jumbo. There's 5 more autographs. Rolling bottom part of the pack. First pack of the second Super Jumbo. Through the paper here. going to have Cade Horton and Passiola, Rincones, McFarlane, Bolt, Alexis Hernandez, Dalton Rushing, Mejia, Cole Young, Hernandez, Furman, Colton Cowser, DeLauder, Arias, Biddison, Polanco, Pallett, Palmquist, Parada on the Bowman draft night, Hunter Barco, Jordan Beck, McKenzie, and Cho. Ooh. I don't know who the hell the redemption autographs are, but we got a redemption. Ben Joyce for the Angels. It's going to be a 60 out of 499. The Angels and Corey. I know Tamar's one of them. We have Chase DeLauder. So's certain cards of Cole Young. Got Huggins, Marcy, Jackson Cox, Henry Davis, William Kempner, Denzer Guzman, Vasquez, DeAndrade, Tamar Johnson, Warming Bernabel, Lamar King Jr., Robert Hassel, Cermak, Marco Luciano, Jet Williams. And we got a green in here too. The green is going to be Eddie's Leonard going to the Dodgers. Going to be a 68 out of 99 going to Travis. Walter Ford, Trey Lipscomb, Messick. We have Ryan Reckley. And with Ryan Reckley, we have a class of 2022 autograph, which is Kevin Parada for the New York Mets and Josh King. So none of the true first Bowman. This is a class of 2022 autograph on Parada. Going to Josh. To the second pack of the Super Jumbo. Got Prelip and Brooks Lee, Don Kahn, Simpson, Verdugo, Elijah Green, York, Sims, Gutierrez, Freeland, Burkhalter, Harry Ford, Henry Williams, Curtis Meade, Angel Martinez, Eddie's Leonard, Alcantar, Cooper Jerpe. We have Sedane Rafaela. No, it's not going to be an extra autograph. It shouldn't be. I was going to say that normally counts as one of the 5. We have Dylan Ray, Jacob Miller, Khalil Watson, and Troy Melton. Got Dylan Ray on the 109 out of 250 on the purple paper. Have Elijah Green, Amador, Tanner Schwobel, Hubbard, Trey Sweeney, Michael Kennedy, Benny Montgomery, Alan Serta, Noah Schultz, Justin Campbell, Blaze Jordan, Kumar Rocker, Acuna, Jimmy Crooks III, DeJesus, Motts. Get another green. It's Ryan Ritter on the green speckle. Going to the Rockies. Rockies are Nick, and that's going to be a 24 out of 99 on the Ryan Ritter. We have Cesar Prieto Rafaela, James Triantos, Cole Phillips, and behind Cole Phillips, we're going to have a Tanner Schwobel. It's going to be a 294 out of 499 going to the Twins. The Twins belong to Corey Harding. Tanner Schwobel autograph. That is the second pack. For the Super Jumbo, it's in the third pack. I think Austin Fishbox is pretty high on Schwobel, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least that's what his autograph guess always is. I just maybe made an assumption that he's high on Schwobel. We have Melton and Jung, Owen Murphy, Cho, Jordan Beck, Ryan Reckley, Trey Lipscomb, Melton, Jacob Miller, Joshua Baez, Jacob M. Zobak, James Wood, Pete Hansen, Jackson Jobe, Savino, Kasevich, Jason Churio, Melendez on the Bowman draft night, Meadroth, Parada, Dustin Harris, and Simone Juan. Kevin Parada refractor. You have Kumar Rocker, Vera, Harrington, Matt McLean, Zach Neto, Passiola, Eric Hernandez, Brenner Cox, Jonathan Cannon, Fernandez, Confidant, Sal Stewart, Panita, Robert Moore, Yiddy Capet, Jordan Sprinkle. Oh, we got a Brenner Cox on the purple going to John Cullison out of 250. Going to be a 211 out of 250 going to John Cullison. We have Mule, Owen Murphy, Brannigan, Brian Acuna, and we have another Ignacio Alvarez on the base autograph this time going to the Braves. And Greg Wolf. Like I said earlier, for anybody coming in that is watching, if we fill up the NT or the the pristine chrome black half case break, more than happy to break them tonight as long as they are filled within the next like hour and a half. The biggest reason I don't want to break them or start breaking them later than that is because typically Lillian has been eating at like 3 a.m. And if I start later than that, there's nobody awake to help my wife who had a C-section get in and out of bed or help with burping the baby. So that's the biggest reason why it has to be by then, by the 11:30. Just if not, puts her in a rock in a hard place. We got Quinn Priester and Henry Davis, Cutter Coffee, Juan, Parada Acuna, Boyd, Logan Tanner, Jason Dominguez, Mickey Ramiro, Bergala, Brannigan, Mule, McKenzie, Barco, Messick, Walter Ford, Khalil Watson, Eric Brown Jr. on the Invicta. And we have Mason Barnett, Gabriel Hughes, Jacob Melton, and Yordani De Los Santos. Pack number 4, the second box here. Get some green paper. Wilman Diaz for the Dodgers. 61 out of 99 on the green. Going to Travis. We have Heir Apparent, Jace Jung, Cole Phillips, Rafaela, Michael Noor Artiga, Drew Baker, Noel, Austin Hendrick, Melton, Pintar, Rodriguez, Acosta, Churio, Balcazar, Oscar Colas, Lawler, Dylan Beavers, Ignacio Alvarez, Cutter Coffee, Carson Williams, Eddie's Leonard. And behind him, we're going to have a Dylan DeLucia. Dylan DeLucia going to the Guardians. And Corey Harding. Into the last pack. With Jacob Emmett, Eric Brown Jr., Yasser Mercedes, Jordan Walker, Morabel, Colson Montgomery, Jackson Holiday, Melendez, Jake Bennett, Hall, Gonzalez, Salas, Barrera, Vaquero, Cade Horton, Rojas, Keegan, Kuva, Barrera, Andrew Pintar, Hernandez, Jason Churio, and Michael Noor. The last half a pack here, last autograph. Oh boy. Never good. We have Cutter Coffee, DiChiara, Polino, Gilbert, Hernandez, Gavin Cross, Valera, Caden Wallace, Reeling, Mesa, Kobe Mayo, De La Cruz, Clase, Mendez, Manzardo. Have a Jackson Holiday on the mood ring going to the Orioles, and Corey Harding. Some more top loaders. Are mood rings still selling well, or people realize they're not as rare as they thought they were going to be? I haven't looked into that particular card in this. We got Javier Baez. I just try to keep the team somewhat balanced. I said Javier Baez, and I Joshua Baez to the Cardinals. That's what I look for the most on eBay when it comes to Bowman. I haven't really looked at the mood rings. We have Victor Acosta. Vera, I just knew they were doing much better than I thought they would be in the beginning. Rodriguez, Nate Furman, and we have a Tyler Stewart autograph for the Mets. To wrap us up, the Mets kind of struck gold here. Going to Josh King when it comes to the autos. Let's clean up a little bit, and then we will do a quick recap of the hits. getting into the non-autograph hits that aren't on the board. Start off with a Jordan Sprinkle, Yasier Mercedes on the sky blue, Reggie Crawford on the purple paper, Jace Jung on the teal paper, black and white Victor Acosta, sky blue chrome Jace Jung, Landon Sims on the white and black and white, Rodriguez on the black and white, Jackson Cherry on the black and white, Gutierrez on the black and white, Ryan Reckley on the sky blue out of 499, Vasquez on the black and white, Mule on the black and white, and Eric Brown Jr. on the sky blue chrome. You got Guzman on the black and white, Vaquero on the teal paper, Joshua Baez on the speckle, Wilman Diaz on the green paper, Jet Williams on the teal lava, Brenner Cox on the true purple, Parada on the true purple, Ritter on the green speckle, Dylan Ray on the purple paper, Mule on the true blue, Eddie Leonard on the true green, Ben Joyce on the sky blue paper, Passiola on the black and white, and Colton Cowser on the gold paper. To wrap up the last third of these hits here, we have Kuva on the sky blue chrome, Gabriel Hughes on the black and white, Zach Neto on the black and white, Reeling on the green true chrome, Hernandez on the black and white, Williams on the black and white, Snelling on the black and white, Drew Baker on the sky blue chrome, Bannigan on the black and white, De Los Santos on the black and white, McLean, Kempner, and Harrington all black and white exclusive light box parallels. Jordan Beck on the sky blue paper. Milbrand on the black and white. Hughes going to be on the out of 499 sky blue paper. On the teal blackjack. My bad, this is the green blackjack. It looks kind of teal because of the green, but it's actually green. Going to the White Sox on Vera and Montgomery. Then we got Owen Murphy on the green paper. The autographs we don't have on the hit stands is going to be Tyler Stewart for the Mets and Josh King and Dylan DeLucia. It's either DeLucia or DeLucia. It really depends on, I guess, how he says his name. I'm not really sure how he says it. We have the Guardians going to Corey Harding, and then the Mets, like I said, was Josh King. In the back row, we got Judd Fabian for the Orioles, which is going to Corey Harding. Kevin Parada on the class of 2022 redemption going to Josh King and the Mets. Brooks Lee on the Canary Yellow Lava going to the Twins and Corey Harding. We're going to have two mood rings. One is Jackson Holiday for the Orioles and Corey Harding. The other one is for the Royals, which is Gavin Cross and also Corey Harding. We're going to have Ignacio Alvarez ×2, the Basin out of 499 going to Greg Wolf and the Braves. Sterling Thompson going to the Rockies and Nick. Tanner Schwobel, 294 out of 499 going to the Twins and Corey Harding. Brenner Cox, 26 out of 50 going to the Nationals on the true gold. Then we're going to have the teal lava, 14 out of 199. Jet Williams going to the Mets and Josh King. That is the break, guys. I appreciate everybody for getting in it. You guys have a congratulations everybody here. For everybody doing it better luck next time. You guys have a good night and be safe. Like I said, if we fill up the other two baseball breaks before 11:30, or even just one of them, I'll break it. Anything after that, I'll have to defer till tomorrow, which might be an afternoon break, might be an evening break. Kind of just depends what's going on. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night and be safe if I don't see y'all later.